Hey guys, real quick, just want to make a video where I'm going to attach a conversation I had with a seller that was in foreclosure. Now, this was at the very beginning of my real estate journey. I was about 2 months in, so I didn't know the full in and outs of foreclosure. You can kind of see me getting a little, stumped. I didn't know where to take the conversation next, but luckily, my mentor he walked in and he kind of took over that conversation. So hope you guys enjoy. It is a long conversation, but I believe it's going to bring you guys tons of value and lots of information. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I've asked for how did you determine that? How did you determine that? What? I've tried to get some information and they won't talk to me. So where we are is we're trying to figure out what our best options are. We're not opposed to selling our house. Just because it is time for us to, I kind of feel like it might be time for us to move, but at the same time, we don't want to have to go so quickly. We need some time, so we don't know. We don't really know what
what we can do.
What we can do, right? I mean, we have to hurry up and figure it out.
Right.
We just don't know what the options are.
Okay, so you did try to apply for a loan modification already.
Yeah.
And then and so you guys are behind 33,000, you said?
Right.
Okay. And I guess how much is owed on the property?
I don't remember, to be quite honest, off the top of my head. It's like, I think it's like 237, something like that.
Okay. Did they give you like a payoff statement for it?
No, I haven't requested one, no.
Oh, okay. And then did they give you a timeline for the foreclosure?
I'm sorry?
Did they give you a timeline for the foreclosure?
No, I haven't gotten anything.
Oh, okay. All right. And so
And then they said that I guess they did a review and said that the property value or get I guess a value.
An appraisal,
Evaluation of the property.
You should tell him, hey, my partner just walked in, he'll be joining us.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part. You broke up.
They did like a not an appraisal, but I guess the comps or whatever you call it.
Oh, okay. When they came back.
Yeah.
And how much was it?
It was $325.
$325. Okay. All right. Oh, hey. So my partner actually just walked in right now. He's definitely a lot more experienced as far as working with
Hey, guys.
foreclosure. So
Hi.
he would love to jump on the call and see, how we can help and see what options you have.
Yeah. So we helped a lot of folks in the past, and the banks are actually pretty flexible right now. They're helping folks. They don't want to foreclose. So if you guys want to stay in your home, you have a lot of options.
But they were recently talking about how they've been trying to get into contact with the banks and they're not getting back with them. So
Yeah, that's common. You gotta realize these banks, sometimes it's not the bank, it's the servicer. A lot of these banks don't service your own notes.
Yeah, this is the servicer we're talking about. They're the ones sending us the papers.
Right, the servicer, they're horrible. Who are you with? I hope it's not Penny Mag.
Huh?
I hope it's
No,
not.
it's SPS. We were with Bank of America.
Okay.
And then they sent us to SPS. So we've been, it's just a bunch of crap.
Yeah,
Basically.
a lot of run around. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I
So
know.
we're trying to, like I said, we're trying to figure out what we want to do, what our options are, and,
Well, if what is your name, ma'am? Deanne. So if you guys could have it your way, what would you guys like to see happen?
If I had it my way, I would sell my house but not move for 6 months because I've got a lot of crap and I've got to get. I'm a teacher and so I'm still working. But
We're the biggest thing we're looking for in your name.
Yes. Hi. My name is Joe Under.
okay.
You can call me Joe. Yes, that's some people call me that for short. Yes.
Okay. My name's Bernard. But yeah, that's the biggest thing we're looking for, sir. Is
Okay.
if someone could give us, or someone could help us buy time. Okay.
Got it.
Now, we're not opposed to having to pay you know, on some of their arrearage or whatever.
No, we just.
But it's the biggest thing we want to know is what are our options, and because they're not talking to us.
Yeah.
And it's like we feel like that door is shutting on us as far as options, and we want to know what we can do and how,
Right, what our options are,
and what we can do and how.
so that we can make a decision.
Well, and I want to bring you the options that best align with your goals. So if I'm hearing you both correctly, your goal would be to basically buy time, minimum 6 months, so you can move and get rid of all your stuff without having to
Right.
be rushed.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you owe approximately 237. Would you guys sell it for that?
No.
So you want to make a little bit of money?
Well, yeah, we have to have somewhere else to go.
Okay. No, I get it. I'm just asking.
We did get an offer from someone just yesterday. We did get an offer from someone for 321.
Oh, that's a great offer.
Yeah, so we haven't thought of
The
it.
thing is that I mean, it's not.
No, we just haven't. It's from a real estate agent who has an investor. We just don't know. We're just, like I said, we're trying to figure out what options do we have to choose from.
Yeah. Well, the good thing, I'm glad you guys are talking to us because we're masters at delaying foreclosures. We can buy you guys a lot of time, actually.
Well, the people always say what I've been reading about is that there's so many shady people too.
Yes, there are, which is why I normally like to have these conversations face to face, either at our office or in your place, so you can see that we're legit. But I think the best option for you guys, based on what I'm hearing, is to take that 321. Well, first find out if it's a legitimate offer, right? And then go through the appraisal. More than likely they're gonna come in with a loan, and that loans right now are taking anywhere from 30 to 35 days or so. And you guys will be cutting it close. But if that loan goes through, excellent. But if it doesn't go through, then you want to talk to our attorney in case you need to buy time. We have a way to buy you time. You may want to Google this. So the way we do it is through what's called a TRO. It stands for a temporary restraining order. Essentially, it's a lawsuit against the bank on your behalf, and it's really just a stalling technique. But it works. It's guaranteed to work. What we cannot guarantee is how long it will work for. But our experience has been that at minimum, you can buy yourself 2 to 3 months. But that will give you ample of time to see if this 321 offer is legitimate. I would go to Open Door. They're legit and they're paying really good prices right now.
The problem we have though, and I mean, I'm not.
They want like 14, 15%.
They want
Or 6%, 10%.
Say if our payoff, I don't know what our payoff is. So say it's only 260, okay? We don't know exactly.
Okay.
They offer 318. They come back. They go back and forth, and they say, okay, we're going to pay you 350. But with their fees, we're going to walk away with $3,000.
So, what's good about Open Door, because I've helped a lot of people through Open Door because right now they're being really aggressive on their pricing. Let's just say, for example, that because you can get an offer right now, you just go to their website and input all the info. They'll give you a ballpark figure. Let's say it's 300,000. Let's just say it's 300. Now they're gonna do an assessment, whether it's some do physical, some do a virtual assessment. But if your house doesn't have anything majorly wrong with it, which I assume it doesn't, maybe, cosmetic stuff like dirty carpet and outdated paint, that's normal. And so they won't discount your house a whole lot from the original offer. So you guys should do that now. Go to Open Door, see what offer they give you. And the final offer is not gonna be very far from that initial offer. Maybe, 4 to 5% off, but it won't be very far. So you can more or less calculate what you're going to net, and if that's in line with where you want to be, then yes, go for it. The big unknown is the payoff, And if you guys cannot get it because they won't talk to you, our attorney.
No, we can get it. I'm saying what they won't talk to me is I have questions about how they figured out why we didn't qualify for the modification. That's what I want to know. Like, what process did you use? What was the, what are the qualifications? That's what I want to know.
Okay, well, yeah, that's two separate things. So if
Because we applied 1 week, and then the next week they did the, I guess, the valuation, and then the next day they denied it. That doesn't make sense to me.
right, okay, so if it sounds like you guys don't want to sell, then you want to keep the property if a modification can be had.
We don't know. I mean, we at some point, yes, we want to sell. I'm not saying because we just want to. Our thinking was if we could get our modification, then we could get ready to sell. Give us 6 months to get all our stuff. To get everything situated. Then that would be we'd be fine. That would be good for us. That gives us time.
Hey Diane, have you guys gotten a forbearance yet?
Yes, I was out of a job for a long time.
Okay.
And so when we did, we didn't have forbearance. So when we did, they did a modification back then. Then they said, then my husband missed work because he was out of work because he was sick. Then they just automatically rescinded all that.
Do you have an FHA loan?
No.
Yeah, you're right. That's a very good question. I wonder why they were so quick to deny.
That's what I know. Like, what is but I can't get the relationship managers to send me to call me back.
Yeah. And see, that's where our attorneys come in. Our attorneys, they're impartial. There's no emotion involved with them, so they're able to communicate better with the banks, and the banks do return the attorney's calls.
Now I bet. Now what is your services cost?
So if you wanna go that route where you wanna explore if you can keep the house through a modification and maybe go another route and get the attorney to help you on that end, I would just turn you to him, and you guys work directly with the attorney, because we really don't. That's not our thing. That's not our expertise. Right. Yeah, we come in play when you want to file for the TRO, and even then, we basically are the liaison between you and the attorney, because the attorney, they don't like chasing sellers for paperwork. So we know what paperwork he needs, so we collect all that from you, and once we have it all, then we give it to him to make this process a lot smoother, because they don't, they want to move, they don't want to wait on paperwork, and then they can't take action and so forth. So that's where we come in. But that's if you want to go the TRO route, or if you want to sell the property outright, or if you want to sell it to us, or if you want us to help you with open door. But if you just want to explore the option before exploring other options, and that is exploring the option of keeping the house through a possible modification, then yes, that's a conversation you should have with the attorney, and he can further guide you that way. And I don't know how much he'll charge you for that. We don't get involved, we just kind of turn it over. If you were to want to stall the foreclosure, is $1,500, and that, like I said, it guarantees you to stop it. We just don't know for how long, but at minimum 2 months.
Okay.
So I hope I've given you some options. It may not be what you want to.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Let me talk to my husband and see. Let us just talk it over and see what we just what we want to do, which way we're leaning towards.
Sounds good.
And then I can get back to you in the next day or two.
You got it, Dan. Pleasure talking to you both.
Okay, thank you. You too.
All right, bye, Dan. So that was. Did you get all that? Oh. So that really is it.
Yeah.
So usually it's forbearance, right? Buy in time, but I kind of knew she might have gotten one because she's that far behind, 33 behind. So I mean, she must have gotten some kind of. Otherwise, they would foreclosed already.
Yeah.
And then after forbearance is modification. and I was like, yeah, I don't know why they denied it so quick. So that may be, but that is.
Well, yeah.
And then if it was an FHA loan, she can file a claim.
Mm-hmm.
So FHA loans have what's called mortgage insurance, and for this reason, mortgage. So you file a claim.
Right.
That kind of cover. It's like a
It's
force.
like a HUD, right?
Huh?
Isn't it like a HUD loan or something at the back end of the payment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and so it's like a force modification, but through the claim, through the FHA claim. And most people they don't know the paperwork, they don't know how to do it, so that's where we can help them.
Okay.
And then that's up to you, however much you want to charge for. At that point, it becomes like a consultation fee, because you're really doing, hey, bring me this, bring me that. You scan it over to the lender, you get POA, power of attorney, and you make it happen for them. So, however much you want to charge.
Yeah.
And you become like a consultant at this point.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The TRO, yeah, that's with the attorney. Hey, you guys deal with that. So,
They got plenty. I mean, seems like they might have plenty of equity in it, but
yeah, and that's why. Do you know? I didn't insult them. I just asked.
yeah.
Would you sell it for that? No, we want to make money. Okay, well, but I didn't see. I didn't say, would you sell it to me for that? I said, would you sell it for? So I just want to see where they at, and okay, well, fine. And most people are like that. And that's okay, but they may be running an auction, but they have the equity. So I would say, dude, go we open door, get this thing sold, and you
That
need to
320 offer, but who knows?
Yeah,
That
but
could
who
have been.
knows? Yeah, who knows?
Oh, but that was through a realtor or something.
Yeah, who knows who it was? But hey,
Open door, yeah.
if they can net 300, they're probably at 250. You
Yeah.
know, if
Even
50 grand,
60.
move on. Yeah. So, in a lot of these, we may not be able to get anything out of it, but we still want to point people in the right direction. That's where the goodwill comes in. Like, okay, we point you in the right direction. Yeah, but I mean, shoot, what it cost us, 15 minutes on the phone, whatever.
Right.
And then, yeah. And then, but what happens is that, she said it. There's so many scammers out there and stuff. So she's gonna find out, hey, what this guy said is actually true. Hey, you know what? Those guys don't have an agenda. Let me call them back. And now we've gained a little bit of trust.
Right. No, I like the way you handle it with. Yeah, that's why I like to talk in person, and we either have you come to the office or we go see you.
Right. Yeah. That way you see we're legit. Which is true. But yeah, this deal is more like goodwill type of deal. If we can help people in the right direction, great, because it comes back. It comes back. So then she may come back, and even if she doesn't come back, just the fact that we point them in the right direction and we're not blowing air like, hey, this is how it works. Then maybe another seller will say yes.
Right.
And that's kind of how we want to build up that energy of throwing good seeds out there.
I heard that even with loan modifications, that's kind of hard to get accepted to. Like a lot of them get denied either way.
Yeah.
And it might not be the best option either. Because it might be a higher interest rate, or they end up paying more at the end of the loan, because it's a whole restructure, right?
Yeah, it's a whole restructure. Yeah, the best ones are the ones that just put it on the back of the loan with no interest. It's just kind of like a silent loan there.
Right.
That's
like that HUD one there.
Yeah, kind of like the HUD one.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you start fresh based on.
After you pay everything. After you pay the initial loan.
No, they throw all that in the back.
Okay.
So all your rears they throw in the back.
Yeah,
You start fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best ones, and some might lower the interest rate, or they do many things, and yeah. But if they want their equity on fine, it's too early, But we don't know if the property's ugly, and it will bring in. I mean, $300,000 on property, I think better be immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. So if it needs work,
Encino Stone?
oh yeah, it's a good.
It's a nice
It's a good area. Yeah. Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, but let's say these people want it. Well, take out 100,000.
Yeah.
137 worth 221. And see, at that point is at 137, it may be worth for them to. Let's say they want to get rid of it. Hey, we just want to get rid of it, and we just want to walk away with 50 grand or whatever. So see, that because the loan is that low, and let's say the rear's 37, I mean 33, and it's 137. Then you know what? And you still want them to go through the loan modification process, even though they're thinking about selling, because this is your opportunity. To keep. This is going to be a substitute to keep that loan for as low as possible interest rate, or it's your opportunity to modify it if it's going to work for you. Yeah.
You're saying if it was lower, like what they owe you?
To keep it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna keep that. Yeah, that's not a keeper.
Yeah.
That's a flipper.
Yeah.
It's just the numbers don't work. Yeah. But no, that's great. This is a good conversation to have, and there's gonna be a lot more of those, which is why we want to educate ourselves into. Well, that's all there is. I've never done a short sale, but right now the market is good. There's equity.
Right.
The banks aren't really doing short sales. Yeah, not right now.
Yeah. I haven't learned too much on short sales either, but.
Yeah, I would learn once. It doesn't apply right now to learn it.
Right.
Yeah. Now if the market shifts and starts dipping and properties are losing equity, that's where the short sales may come in. And it's worth learning at that point. But right now, shoot.
Well, there is properties that I've called that have no equity, or the loan is more because they've done like reverse mortgages or whatever.
Oh.
So it's kind of like, well, trying to think of what their options are. Not too many.
It depends on what they want to do. Like in this case, I think it's early. But later on, like the second call or third call, like you start.
Yeah.
We have no agenda, right? We can help, we'll help. But if we can't, we can't.
Right.
Oh shoot.
So hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. Again, you see the breakdown that we had, the little debrief at the very end of our conversation. I didn't jump too much into that one. Again, I was very new at this stage in my career, but now, yeah, I have a good foundation. I understand the ins and outs of foreclosure and what options there are. So yeah, I'm gonna continue every Wednesday to upload these seller calls that I have, whether they're people in foreclosure or not, and I will continue to break down these conversations, and hopefully you guys can get some value and it helps you along your real estate journey. Because again, I'm going to continue my journey. I'm going to continue to grow, get deals, and I hope to help you get your first deal.